I hear you're trying to write a book.
I am trying to write a book about just what I experienced from my eyes. That book starts right as I'm graduating high school and I meet Prince. You take one step at a time and hopefully that step that you take leads you to something higher and something better. Started DJing when I was a sophomore at North Community High School at this teen nightclub called Bernadette's. I started getting other gigs, regular club gigs. I wasn't even known up to be in the club, and security would have to stand with me all night while I DJed. That was at First Avenue. And so I happened to get a phone call. I filled in for the main DJ at Glam Slam Minneapolis. It was a Saturday. That's one of their busiest nights. Ended up rocking the house. You know, everyone was happy. Everyone was having a good time. Sold out crowd. And I got invited to come DJ an after party out at Paisley Park. Ended up rocking an after party out there for Prince. And I kept getting called back, and the rest is history.
What made you stand out?
How good I was at reading a crowd. I perfected that. I was all about blending and mixing and, you know, playing people's favorite songs and, you know, just going back and forth and moving the dance floor. You're piquing a large group's interest and you're trying to get them all on one accord. And you're trying to entertain them while you have them in your hand.
What's been your most enjoyable set?
Switzerland. They have a big old outdoor festival every year, and it'd be 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 at one time, all outside, just listening to what I'm playing. It's the most incredible feeling seeing just a wave of people bouncing up and down, dancing, having fun. And it's like a rush. It's like a high. Don't do drugs, don't drink, but that feeling, he has a way of humbling people because he's a very humble person himself at times. I was walking around Paisley Park with my chest all puffed out like I was big bad brother Jules, and we ended up bumping into each other outside of Studio A, and he looked me right in my eyes and said, "There's only one superstar in this relationship, and it ain't you." Man, I felt so damn small. Taught me a valuable lesson. Valuable.
89.9 KMOJ, the People's Station.
You think of KMOJ, he's the face of it to me. Growing up, Brother Jules. Me growing up in Minnesota, Camo J allowed me to meet certain artists. So Jules and them be ready to go to work. They be like, "What y'all doing later? Come back around 12, man. LL Cool J gonna be pulling up." We're like, "What?" So we sitting out there as kids for an hour. Who pulls up in a regular rental, just drive up? LL Cool J, Slick Rick, NWA, Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? We was able to meet these gentlemen because of these brothers in the neighborhood, man. And I'm glad to be a part of that. You know what I mean? I love it. I tell my kids about it right now today. It opened my eyes to something different. You know what I mean?
I was at a venue and the DJ was just killing it, you know, and it's so crazy that I was like, man, who the hell is that? You know, it was like, who's this up there? I mean, like taking me from Jamaican music to 80s music to hip hop to R&B, and he did it, seemed like he did it all within 10 minutes. Not a lot of DJs can do that. You know, DJs don't know how to transcend you to go. Like a great DJ will have you saying, "Oh," like that's what great DJs do. You know, a good DJ, when they're DJing, that's their whole thing. And they're not gonna just play the whole song. They're gonna give you the hot spot of every song to make you go, "Oh, oh," and that's what great DJs do. And that's what Brother Jules always does.
Know who you can trust, know who you can work with, know who you can't work with. Build a rapport with them. Maybe try to break that barrier that they done put up. They got that barrier up for a reason. You know, I stay in my lane. And that's what I try to tell up and coming artists is stay in your lane. You know, when you're 15, 16, most teenagers don't know what they want to do, but I knew what I wanted to do. And I thank God for that. And I thank Prince for answering the call.